Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele, and I am back with this super delicious smoked turkey jollof rice for you all. It is one of my favorites, and I know you're gonna love it. We begin by adding some coconut oil into our pan. To that, add nicely cleaned and cut smoked turkey. I'll add some chopped onions. I'll also go ahead and add in some chopped habanero pepper, y'all already know, and one spice blend cube. We'll season it with some all-purpose seasoning, and I'm not adding salt because the smoked turkey have salt. I love this brand that I pick up from Walmart because it does not have too much salt, so it is perfect and it's super delicious. We'll cover and bring it to a boil. Once it boils, we'll give it a good stir, hoping our spice blend cube have melted. Not completely, but it'll melt in beautifully. I'll stir it periodically until the turkey releases its own juices and then fries beautifully, just like this. As you can see, it has reduced in size and it has fried beautifully. You can see the oil that you couldn't see before. I'll give it a good stir and then I'll add in my homemade tomato sauce. This tomato sauce is super delicious. I'll leave the link to the recipe for you to check out. Give everything a good stir, cover and allow it cook until oil settles on top of our sauce beautifully, which would be an indication that it is ready. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and wash some rice, and I'm using about 3 cups of jasmine rice as always. Back to check on our sauce. It has reduced beautifully. Oil have settled on top. I'm not using too much oil, so you're not seeing too much, but don't worry, it is there. I'll add in the rice and some salt to taste. Then I'll give everything a good stir, and I'll stir cook or stir fry this until the rice have absorbed all the sauce that is around it. Today's special tools goes to Banke Oyobo, winging it with AC and a fierce kitchen. Thank you for always watching, liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And there you have it. The rice have absorbed all the sauce around it, so I'll add in some water. And again, the amount of water you add to rice always depends on the type of rice you're using. If using jasmine rice, it does not require a lot of water, but if using basmati, then you will have to add enough to ensure that it cooks it properly. I'm adding my water just to loosen up the rice enough to allow it cook. I'll cover it with parchment paper and then the lid and allow it to come to a boil. Once it boils, I'll lower the heat and allow it cook until the water is absorbed just like this. And I'll give it a quick fluff up. Okay, when cooking jollof rice, you need to fluff up your rice. Somebody left a comment that you do not stir rice while cooking. No, not with jollof rice. You have to stir to ensure that the steam goes through and through to cook it to perfection. Now, why the parchment paper? I use it so that it'll collect the condensation to keep it from entering back into my rice to cause it to become mushy. But if you like mushy rice, hey, then you do not need a parchment paper. So after fluffing, I'll cover and continue cooking, stirring periodically until it is done. Meanwhile, I'll add in some olive oil to my skillet. To that, some string beans. I'll add some salt to taste and crushed pepper flakes for a spicy kick. I'll stir and taste, and I'll adjust the seasoning with some of my all-purpose seasoning. You may use just salt, but the all-purpose seasoning always adds a beautiful flavor to my veggies, I'll also add in some water to cook this beautifully. I'll allow it cook for about 3 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and add in some carrots. To that, I'll add a bit of salt to taste, and then I'll give everything a stir. I'll leave it alone to cook for about 5 minutes, depending on how soft or al dente you want your veggies. Back to our rice, and it is looking good. It is ready. I'll add in some onions and green bell pepper to add an amazing flavor to the rice. I'll give it a stir, cover, and allow the veggies to infuse their flavor into the jollof. I'm telling you, the flavor that green bell peppers add to jollof is out of this world. If you haven't tried it, just cut a piece and put it in your rice and you will see the infusion take place. I'll cover for just a minute, okay? Back to check on our veggies. It is nicely cooked. It is ready. I love to add this combination of veggies to my smoked turkey jollof, but my kids don't like it and they pick it out and get rid of it. So to keep it from wasting, I make it separately like this. I add in some sliced onions to add a wonderful flavor to my veggies. I stir and the fire goes off. The residual heat will cook the onions, and look at our rice. It is ready, perfectly infused with our green bell pepper and onion flavor. All that is left is for us to serve and enjoy. All are invited to enjoy this deliciousness with me. If you've enjoyed me until this point, why not let me know where you're watching from, and I'll give you a special too in our next recipe. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini ochemi sweet mahabutu. Bye y'all, and we'll be pairing this with our delicious homemade fruit punch. Have you tried that recipe? If not, please do and thank me later.